Thank you so much for talking to me today. Can you tell me your name and your involvement with 262?
Yes, my name is Dr. Donovan Cresby. I have been heavily involved in the deaf community for very, very many years, over 50 years, because both my parents were deaf, my brothers and sisters, all my siblings were deaf, so we've been coming here for so many years. I've been recently involved in what was called the Deaf Concern Group, which worked with the Deaf Can Do, because the deaf community was not happy with their governance and a number of other issues. So we established the Deaf Concern Group to negotiate with them. We undertook those negotiations for 2 years, but they weren't successful. We had to stop because the deaf community said that they would rather establish another group to try to, under Deaf Sports and Recreation SA, so that they were planning to undertake a due diligence with Deaf Can Do, so that they could look at the process of the 262 building and the possibility of it being, the deaf community wished to look at how viable the 262 building was for them. Those negotiations failed, so we've now established another group called the Save 262 Action Group.
What are you hoping to achieve by this vigil today?
We have gathered here today, we're gathering here today because we wish to continue to push Deaf Can Do and create public awareness to support us. Also, we want to continue our spiritual connection with our deaf ancestors throughout time via this building and remember them. Some people are very, very upset. They've heard a lot of rumours that the building will be sold. We don't know whether it will be. It's unsure. We've received information from Deaf Can Do, but not complete information. So we're still hoping that 262 can be saved for us.
Thank you for your time today, and I wish you the best with this vigil.
Thank you very much. The reason that we wear the blue ribbon, a long time ago, during the Second World War, the Nazis oppressed deaf people, placed them in prison and also killed them. The blue ribbon was put on deaf people so that when they were walking they would be recognised as deaf and they could be arrested and placed in gas chambers, because the Nazis did not like people with a disability. They wanted to eliminate disabilities in the community. So the blue ribbon was instigated in 1999 by Paddy Ladd. He had the notion to bring the blue ribbon back to life, to show the people of the world the impact and how deaf people feel with these types of oppression and desires to eliminate deaf people by sterilisation and other methods, and the lack of equity and fairness and disregard that's being given to deaf people. For example, not given a good education, not given good jobs, not given support for marriage. So the blue ribbon is a reminder of the past that people have, that deaf people have undergone. And has this type of oppression finished? No, it is still occurring today. You can see it in what Deaf Can Do's attitude is towards us now. We remember all of those many deaf people who were divided and segregated from their families. Those deaf children within a hearing families who had no communication within that family unit. We remember the parents who were brainwashed and confused when they gave birth to a hearing child, a deaf child, left with this confusion about what to do, how to raise that child. We remember the hearing children, the deaf children, I beg your pardon, the hearing children, I beg your pardon, who were forced by the oppression to grow up too quickly. Those children to interpret for their deaf parents and so forth. We remember them.
What does 262 mean to you?
Please save 262. Please save this building, 262 South Terrace. Please don't close it. We need to continue our life here at 262. Thank you.
What does 262 building mean to you?
This is one of my great-great-great-great-grandfathers founded this area, and it's been passed on. I've grown up here. My daughter, who's also deaf, she needs this home to share the experiences that I had and previous generations of deaf people have had. So I'm hoping that this place can be saved.
What does the Townsend House building, what does 262 mean to you?
Well, it is really important to me because when I first arrived here from Melbourne, I moved to Adelaide. It had a massive impact on me, this 262 building, because I met so many deaf friends here. It's one of all within South Australia. This South Australian building, I beg your pardon, is the only one left. All of the other clubs have closed. I have a son. It really will affect him because he's passionate about 262. He always asks me, do we still have a deaf club? And can I go to the deaf club? Can I go to the deaf club? I say yes. And sometimes I say no, we're not going today, and he's very disappointed. So I've had to tell him that I had bad news that 262 may close. He was so upset. He cried and cried and begged me to save 262 for him. I felt that the two of us feel so attached to 262, this building, and all deaf people do. Many deaf children are here, and my son is hearing, I'm deaf. It doesn't matter, we still connect together to this building. We have such a power in our heart for this building. The sadness we'll feel if this building is sold will be immense. We ask Townsend House and Deaf Can Do, please save 262 for our lives within the world. It's our life in the world. Thank you.